Hi Scorpios, welcome to your reading for the week of August 21st through August 27th. Hope you are still feeling your place in the universe from that new moon in Leo that we had last week. Just a reminder that there is the full moon next week as well, so we can do that final clearing. I know for a lot of us, August has been a whirlwind of emotions, and we're at the finish line soon. Okay, so like I'm trying to let people know too, that new moon that we had, you know, where you were shining your light so bright, with that light shining, we get to see what's in the shadows. Okay, and it's important to face what that is and not see it as patterns repeating, but a final cleansing of what no longer serves us from that Capricorn full moon in July. So please don't see it as negative. See it as I can identify what I possibly didn't see before and move past it. So please take time to utilize that full moon in Pisces next week, especially Scorpios, because you inherently can deal with endings, or, you know, accept endings a lot. I don't want to even say easier, but it's just you flow with it better, and so you can really feel at a high vibration with that releasing next week. So please take time to work with that energy. I believe it's the 30th or 31st, depending on where you live, and there's always great workshops on YouTube. I love, as far as workshops, Chris Corsini, Stillwater Alchemy, and Align Align. They have wonderful new moon and full moon workshops. But we don't want to allow thoughts like this to get in the way of that energy, okay? So especially, you know, we're going into Virgo season. We're getting ready to manifest. So we just want to clear whatever's left, because you too, Scorpios, have had some of the best energy of any signs throughout the whole month. So that's great to see. So let's see what energy we got for the week of August 21st through August 27th. Okay. We're going to look at last week's energy coming into this week, this week's energy, and next week's energy. All right. Yeah, you're really, I feel what's great too is that you've been on a high vibration to really flow through all of the chaos, okay? And like I try to tell everybody, like, definitely during this time, try to spend the least amount of time as you can on social media, because social media shows you about 10 to 15% of what's going on in the world, but it takes up like 85 to 90% of social media, okay? So then you interpret that as being, you know, 85 to 90% of life, whereas when you just go off of social media and you shift your perspective, you start to see how everything's shifting, okay? So don't see things as endings as much as shifting into a new paradigm. Like I said, that judgment era is what we're shifting into, and we're releasing fear, we're releasing shame, and to just lead with love and compassion. But so actually, let's start with last week's energy. So last week's energy coming into this week's energy is the Seven of Cups. And so you might feel like, because you've been on this wonderful high vibration in August, and you might be manifesting like, whoa, way too, like you're almost like, I have too many choices, and it's starting to stress you out. So take a step back, give gratitude, but also keep this in mind for that the week of the full moon, because if you have choice, you don't know what choice to make, really ask your answers to come into with your dreams, because it's going to be such powerful energy, and especially with you being a water sign, I mean, that just amplifies that. So if you are feeling like you have too many choices, like definitely pay attention to the synchronicities around you too, because it will help guide you and flow you to whatever cup you want to choose. But remember, there's a lot of different cups that are going to lead you to the same place. So don't limit yourself to thinking you can only have one cup, because this one cup is going to lead to this cup, and then can lead to this cup, and then can lead to this cup. And then if you choose this cup, it can lead to this cup and can lead to this cup. So don't get stuck on like which one to choose first. Just go with what you feel flowed to, where your water's traveling. Just go with the current with this, because I don't think you're going to make a bad choice, if that makes sense. And with the Page of Coins this week, this is really taking a look at your issues, especially when it comes to your finances and material wealth, really practically and realistically. This also indicates kids. So like if you do have kids, if you're a parent, our children can make us, put things into perspective from a realistic standpoint of what we need to accomplish, right? But we don't want to limit ourselves. Okay, so we still want to believe that the sky is the limit. Whatever we want to manifest will manifest, and balance that with the practicality. Because next week's energy with the Four of Coins is really saying you're really going to start contemplating your relationship with money, because, and this is again, whatever we need to release next week, please take time to utilize that full moon in Pisces. It's so powerful. And for you, I really think that there's just some residual energy connected to our relationship with money. If you have time, there's a book by Jen Sincero called You Are a Badass at Making Money. Personally, it's not my favorite writing style, but the information in it and the little like writing prompts at the end of each chapter is so powerful. And it really puts into perspective how your relationships with others is also connected to your relationship with money. So if you have time, and there's an audio version too, but like if you do have time, listen to that before next week so you can really clear that energy, because money is just energy and we want to keep our vibration high. So I know this might sound weird, but like, yes, put things in a practical manner, budget, see what, and then also budget realistically. If you want a new place, how much is that going to cost? This is actually one of the writing prompts in that book. If you want a new car, what are the monthly payments going to look like? Put it into the material world by writing it down. I mean, this is something I need to do before next week. What does your day-to-day routine look like? What does your budget for groceries look like? So because we're shifting into that judgment era, we want to be prepared and live the life we want to live, and not see it as, oh, like that's just, a pipe dream. Like, no, put it into words. See what it costs for all of this. For travel, how much does a hotel room in the place you want to go to, a flight? Yeah, so I think you need to look at this practically in the sense of mapping out your new reality and not just thinking about it. So please, 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 if you have time, check out that book. It's really, when it comes to your financial well-being and like your thoughts about finances, it really changes your whole perspective. But yeah, because next week, I really would suggest having your full moon intentions be related to something when it comes to your relationship with your finances, and believing that the universe is always going to provide for you. And if you are making a major shift, if you are making a choice that you think is scary, you have to have faith that it's guiding you and flow with it, and know that there's stability in that, okay? But yeah, let's see what question quick can help empower you. But yeah, I really feel like that practicality is coming from really mapping out, like, if there's something you want, how much does it cost? Don't just look at that car. See how much that car costs. Put it into your budget. All right. What I love too, look at how this card is green. So the empowering question you're meant to ponder this week is, would I be proud of myself if I spoke to other people in the same way as my thoughts speak to me? How do my thoughts speak to me? Okay, so I really think that this is connected to, like I said, to like this is so connected to the material world. And emotionally feeling it like even if you can do some tapping, like I deserve this. The sky is the limit. The only limitations that are put on me are ones that I put on myself. Because how you speak about yourself is so important. There's also Marissa Pierce, I think is her name. You can find her videos on YouTube. But when I was going through some really hard emotional situations a couple years ago, feeling really low on myself and like dealing with a lot of not kind situations. And I'm a water sign, so I get, like it's easy to beat ourselves up, but like you have to look in the mirror and say, I am enough. Write it down. I am enough. And you deserve it. You really have to believe that you deserve it, okay? Because like I said, like this is so much like there's enough for everybody, and that everybody includes you. Okay, Scorpios? So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and share with others that you think it might resonate with. And also please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot on YouTube and check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more in-depth look at the week. And have a wonderful, confident week, Scorpios.